Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am very excited and very scared today because I will be creating something entirely of my own. I have some ingredients lying around at home and I thought, why not make a sweet dish? And my inspiration for today is actually from the infamous Italian recipe called tiramisu. If you haven't tasted it, it's so good. Ever since I tasted the first tiramisu, I always wanted to make one by myself, but since it's locked down and everything is locked down, and despite I wanted to, I couldn't go out and shop for the specific ingredients that you need to make tiramisu, for example mascarpone cheese or rum, which I have none of. But I wanted to make something similar anyway, and I will be doing this experiment, and let's just see how it turns out. And it will be very different from a tiramisu, yet it will be in some way similar. Let's see how what I do to this dish and how it turns out. So let's begin. So this is me basically rummaging through my stock to see what I can use. These are the hide and seek biscuits which I'll be using. They are a personal favorite since the past several years and I absolutely love them. So for my chocolate ganache, I'll be using Sunfeast Bounce biscuits. These are chocolate cream biscuits and they are very yummy, so I will be using them. And since you're probably already aware that there is a layer in every tiramisu made of ladyfingers, but since I don't have the ingredients for those, I will be using mango flavored wafers by Gourmet's Delight. You can go for any flavored wafers, it's your choice entirely, but I'll be going for these because I need some fruity flavors. And speaking of fruity flavors, I will be using pineapple flavored cream biscuits. These are absolutely delicious and I want kind of like a tropical summery vibe to my tiramisu, so I will be using these, but you can of course go for any flavored biscuits. And I will be using black coffee in powdered form by Brew. You can go for any coffee, this is a personal favorite. Also, I will be going for homogenized toned milk by Amul. Now for your choice of vessel, I would suggest you to go for a right-angled vessel like a square or a rectangle like this. This is not a perfect rectangle, but it will do. So you can of course go for any shape, but a right-angled vessel is great. Now take a bowl which is slightly larger than the size of your wafers because you will be dipping your wafers into it in a bit. And now make a coffee solution. Take 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons or maybe more of coffee, and 5 to 6 tablespoons of water, and then you have to stir it. You will need to stir the mixture until all the sugar is dissolved. So I have crushed the chocolate biscuits inside a pan and now pouring half a cup of milk. I will be double boiling them to prepare ganache. So if you need the video of how that is done in details, I will be linking it down below in the description. So be sure to check that out, where I'll be showing how I prepared biscuit ganache for frosting on a cake. Now this is your step 1. You will be dipping your wafers in the coffee solution that we just prepared, and then you will be placing the wafers on the bottom surface of the vessel. So this will be the first layer of your tiramisu. Make sure to adjust the wafers so that the entire bottom surface of the vessel is covered with wafers. You don't want any blind or blank spots. Now I'll be pouring my chocolate flavored biscuit ganache on top of the bottom layer. So this is basically the second layer. And once you're done pouring everything, you make sure to use your spatula and make it as even as you can. For the third layer, I have prepared a ganache out of the pineapple flavored biscuits that I had just shown, and I have just poured it on top of the chocolatey layer, and again making it even with the spatula. And now time for our fourth layer, which is wafers again. So you'll need to be dipping it in the coffee solution and then place it on top of your third layer, and once it's done, the entire surface should be covered with wafers, and this is your fourth layer. After that, you go for your fifth layer, where I am pouring more of my pineapple flavored ganache. I will be pouring it generously on top, and then once you're done pouring, use a spatula and very gently even out the surface, and try not to do it rough because you might damage the wafers down below or do something that you might regret later. So be very gentle. After that, I have crumbled some chocolate chip cookies because I wanted the entire thing to be made of biscuits. So after crumbling the chocolate chip cookies, I am just garnishing it on top of my pineapple ganache like so. Now remember those hide and seek biscuits I had shown you earlier? I have broken them into small triangle shaped pieces, which I will be placing on top of my tiramisu to decorate it. You can go for any kind of decoration at all. You can place fruits, you can place nuts on it, and either way it will be absolutely delicious. If you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also hit the bell icon to turn on post notifications for future videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!